Meghna will be that person coming out of the operation theatre and say,
Devro.
Sorry. It is a story that I should share with everyone. When I was shortlisted for French Biryani, we were all celebrating. A week or two later, I got to know I was pregnant.
it was about drag racing.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
We were the first person to shoot in the nice road.
please tell tell us why Rakhi Sawant follows you.
Yeah. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the DNM Frequency. Today, we have with us someone very special, a new age director cum producer, someone who's given us movies like Happy New Year, French Biryani, and Tatsama Tadbhava. Son of legendary actor-director Mr. T.S. Nagabharana, and someone that's very, very dear to the Shah and has become very dear to me of late. We have with us Pannaga Bharana.
Welcome, Panna!
That applause is for me, thank you.
Are
Thank you.
you
Good
proud?
one, good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you proud of her?
Yeah. Take 3 was okay.
But honestly, it is so heartwarming to have Panna here today because I have extreme amount of memories with Panna as a human being. I have seen not all, but pretty much quite a few shades of Panna. And because I've worked with him as an actor, as a director, as my director, he's worked with me. And of course, we're going to have a lot of conversations about that today. And Panna, obviously, we're going to start with something very simple, something that you would have told people 1,000 times, but still new to our audience. Tell us how you got into films, tell us how your journey began, tell us everything.
Okay. So yeah, my journey started as a child actor, and that was basically, I was like a standby actor. So always, my father's never cast me. So that whole thing of what do you call
Nepotism.
that? Nepotism never existed in the family. So every time my father had to, plan a film or a serial, whatever it is, he used to always get another actor on board. And whenever that actor was to not perform or something like that is to happen, then he's like, okay, chalo, Gundu ellidane anta. He used to call me Gundu. So Gundu ellidane anta. So I've been picked up from my school so many times. Classroom ಬಂದು ಅವ್ನಿಗೇನೋ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಯಾರ ನನ್ನ. They picked up from the school, ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, and I used to perform. So all my roles, I have acted in so many children films. Navidev Echarike won some international awards, and I've won, my films have won state awards, national awards, and all those things. So on all those films, Chinnari Mutta irbodu, Navidev Echarike irbodu, Mauritius ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಅ ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟರ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಕಾಲ್ ಪನ್ನ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ಸ್, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ acted like that in all the films. And ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ then in terms of filmmaking, it was basically I was working as an assistant editor. So we had an editing studio in our house, and my mom was a producer back then. She still is. And she used to produce about 3-4 serials in Udaya, and that's how it was working. So Avaga, she used to not give me pocket money. So I had to earn my pocket money. So
How old were you?
I think I was just out of school, and
12, 13,
yeah.
14. Hmm.
No, 12, 13, 14 is school, is it?
15, you graduate 10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So ideally school time
Yeah.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ 9, 10, 11 ಅದೆಲ್ಲ 12, 13,
ಸೊ
14.
ಟೀನೇಜರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಔಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನೂನು ನೈಟು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ವಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ನೋ ನೈಟು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ.
ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ಆಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಪಾಕೆಟ್ ಮನಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈ ಮಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ನೆವರ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಪಾಕೆಟ್ ಮನಿ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಯು ಅರ್ನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಅರ್ನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನೋ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ that's how I started as an assistant editor in the studio. So I used to edit all the serials and everything.
Wow, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know this at all.
Avaga tape ittu, and we didn't have this digital format. We had tapes and everything. So we had to cue everything, and from here to there, and then we have to
What a
capture
learning
that.
experience, no?
It was a good experience. So from there I started off, and then I went to the place where I started editing when my editor was absent. I used to sit there and start editing those serials. And ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, I used to see the serials are little elongated ಅಲ್ಲ, so I used to cut all of that into one episode. And I was always complain saying, ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಯ್ತು, ಹಿಂಗೇನು ಮಜಾನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು, ಇನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಎಳಿದಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಮೈ ಮಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಡನ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. So I was like, big deal. I went to this shooting set and I went to my dad and said, I'm going to come tomorrow. I'm going to come to the set. I'm going to direct. He looked at me and he's like, okay, come. So he said, you have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, okay, fine. I got up. I went all dressed up and everything. Then when I went there, I figured out that, everybody is coming and, I was waiting. I was ready to say action and cut. So that's all I knew, like action and cut. So the moment I went there, my dad looked at me and he said, allog nintko, illog nintko. He's not giving me a job only. Then my dad's third assistant came and gave me a job. So the first job was to do the clap. So I
Which
was.
we don't do in movies anymore, do we?
We don't.
We don't do this
We
anymore.
use the clapboard, but we don't do the clap. The whole
That's
idea.
just for the muhurta, alva? Do we still do it?
No, the whole idea of clap was when you used to do used to shoot in the film.
Okay.
So film ali, so that's how it works. How it works is when in the film, when you're shooting negative and you're recording in a different device, audio
Okay.
device. Audio is also on a tape
Okay.
and video is on a reel. So that whole thing was used because when you do a sound, visually there is this, and audio wise there's a clap sound. So when
So
you
that's when it starts.
match that, the whole sequence is matched.
Oh.
I didn't know this.
So that's how it's used. That's why it was used back then. Now you don't need that.
Yeah.
So anyways, so
How did you get into direction?
So my dad said you have to be the third assistant, and that's how you have to learn. You have to climb up the ladder. Anta. So I was a teenager back then. I was a little pissed off that I got this job and I was not able to say action cut. I knew all the actors who were acting in it and all. So it was like an embarrassment for me. I'm like, beep it. Let me go and figure out my own stuff. And I went and did a short film with all my friends. in
When you were a
college.
teenager?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got all my friends together and he's like, let's put in some money. We'll do a short film. I got Imran sir to choreograph a song. We did a title
Wow.
track.
Wow. How much money did you put into this?
Actually, it was all within the circle of friends.
Yeah.
And we kind of managed it. And we did not, it was all like sourced out. We got friends. It was about drag racing.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
And
Wow.
guess what? We were the first person to shoot in the Nice Road. Nice Road Hosta Kattidru, and we were the first person to shoot over there. We got permissions to shoot. And we could not afford so many supercars, super bikes and all those things. So we called a couple of them and we organized some racing.
Oh,
And-
and shot those, took
and
those
shot
shots.
those footages.
Oh.
And that whole night was mess. It was a mess because we could not control so many people and all those things.
So this was shot over one day.
That only the racing sequence was
Was
shot
a
in
day.
one night.
Okay.
And we could not shoot everything because by the time we could manage everyone, because racing madak barte, it was illegal racing. So everybody was in their own zone. ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕುಡ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕಾರ್ ಡಿಕ್ಕಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಬೈ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಕುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾದರ್ them together, time ಆಯ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. So anyways, so that was a different experience altogether. But yeah, it was fun.
Over there, did you have your first action cut moment?
Yeah, but I realized that I don't know shit. When it's like the whole thing is like I wanted to say action cut, but it's not just action cut. It's more of communicating, managing people, and all those things. So I said I want to learn this. ನಾನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. Then my father, I went to my dad and like, there's also ego, no? I didn't want to go tell him I could not do anything and all. So he asked me, how is your short film coming and everything? I'm like, okay. And he's like, what happened? He's like, the thing is, I'm not able to communicate this to my DOP. I'm not able to do this. Then I started saying, I'm not able to do so many things. Then he's like, yeah, education is important in everything. You can't just go and do anything. So whatever you're doing, you have to learn and you have to learn that. So that's when I applied for New York Film Academy. I went there, I studied, came back, worked in Mumbai for some time, then I wanted to direct my own film. 3 films were announced in the newspaper saying Pannaga Bharana is directing this, directing that, directing this. None of that happened. Then finally, Happy New Year happened. That is also a long story, though. Anyways, in that there was someone supposed to act, even they did not act in the film.
Don't blame me for this.
I wonder why.
Don't blame me for this. Okay.
I think the three of us know exactly why.
Exactly
but-
why. The three of us know exactly why. But still, I'm very honored that you actually considered me
Yeah.
to be a part of that film. But I'm glad we at least got to work together on French Biryani.
Which
Quick-
is such an iconic movie. I don't think there's anyone in Bangalore who doesn't know French biryani or doesn't get excited when you talk about French biryani. So congratulations to both of you for making such an iconic movie.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
thank you.
it is a story that I should share with everyone. When I was shortlisted for French Biryani and we had the muhurta and everything, Appu sir was there, Ashwini ma'am was there, Panna was there, the entire team was there, Danish was there, we were all celebrating. A week or two later, I got to know I was pregnant. It was an accidental pregnancy. I was pregnant with Vian. And Shashank and I were so nervous because this was the first film of my life. Okay. So I told Shashank, there is no way that I could do this project because I'll be pregnant throughout the schedule. I don't know how this is going to happen. Shashank was like, don't worry about it. Let's just go tell Panna, personal reasons, Panna, you'll have to replace us. It's okay. We'll tell Panna this whole thing. And I was like, okay, fine. So apart from my doctor, my gynecologist, even my parents didn't know I was pregnant at this point. The next day, I had a meeting with Panna. I went up in Appu sir's office. I grabbed Panna. I took him to a room. I was like, I need to tell you something. Panna already was like, I don't want to have this conversation. I don't know what this is about. But the second you say, I need to tell you something, it gets serious. So I pulled him to a room and I was like, yeah, no one can come. Shashank and I are standing there and I tell Panna, I'm so sorry. I don't think I can be a part of this film anymore because I'm pregnant. And I was 5 weeks in then. And I was like, the belly is going to pop out and I don't think we can finish the entire schedule. So Panna took like 60 seconds to think, to process what was happening, and very calmly looked at me and told me, there's no way I'm doing this film without you. Even before your bump shows, I'll finish your schedule. I don't care, but you're a part of this film, no matter what. And at that moment, as an actor, as a woman, I felt so empowered by a director. I felt like I could take on the world with just his support towards me. And throughout the schedule, there have been times when I was throwing up in the caravan, coming back, and Panna, nobody on the sets knew except for Avi. Nobody else knew I was pregnant. We had really kept it under the wraps. So Panna was like, oh, she's throwing up. ವಾಂತಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೋಗು ಹೋಗು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೀನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡೋಣ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾ ದಿಶಾ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 20 minutes. Okay, so he's like really squeezed in the schedule in such a way so I could be comfortable while we were shooting. There were night shoots. Panna used to come and check up on me in the caravan every single hour, and he's just been that kind of a person, and these actions speak volumes of the kind of person that you are, not just the kind of director that you are, also just the kind of personality that you are. And I want to bring in, now that we've spoken about dad and how you had to learn the hard way when it came to direction or anything that you're doing technically, or even as an actor, the theater background that you have, with the generational difference that you have with dad's working style and now your working style, what are some of the most, I don't know, difficult challenges that you've had to face as a new age director as compared to when your dad was a director? I'm sure you've seen that side of it too, right?
Yeah, I think when my dad was a director, they had good producers who were backing them up. Like I remember my dad talking to me about how the producers used to sit together and how they used to doctor the script and how they used to bring couple of directors together to listen to another narration, and all those things used to happen back then. And also, like, production houses were strong. I don't say production houses, but yeah, the individual producers were strong back then. So they used to decide on who has to do which script and which actor has to act in which story and all those things. So like for example, Akasmika, right? Akasmika is my father's an iconic film. So when that film was taken for narration, it was supposed to be acted by Shivraj Kumar. So my dad went and pitched it to Shivraj Kumar, but producer and Vardhana and Parvatama Rajkumar, everybody sat together. They had a long discussion after the narration, and they came back and said, they came back and said this movie has to be done by Dr. Rajkumar and not Shivraj Kumar. So that was the decision which was taken, and because I mean now that film is iconic, like the song "Huttidare Kannada Huttabeku" is like legendary. So for that film to happen, there was a team which decided, together, and they made it happen. And then they said he had another story. He said, "Janumada Jodi, you have to do it for Shivraj Kumar." So both film became an iconic film, and the film ran for 365 days. So those things were possible back then because the producers were like very strong, and they used to read scripts, listen to narrations, plan things, and put the project together. But whereas here, when I came into direction, is in 2000s, right? So the time when I came, it was more of real estate money coming into the film industry. So the people like Meghna were becoming producers with money.
By the way, doctor, no money.
Like a light dig, but okay.
Yeah, so like the people
Feeling the burn.
Who have
Just
no
kidding.
Yeah, of
idea.
course.
They had no
about the
idea about
industry.
films, started putting in money into films, right?
Right.
So they started patronizing actors because they see them on screen. So the only people whom they know are like patronized. So they more of whatever actor says, I'm going to go with that. So not what the director comes up with, what the production house is deciding. It is they started empowering actors, and that's where the whole idea of what an actor wants became a film. Patronizing an actor in than a creative thought. For example, French Biryani is a film where I think if not for Punit Rajkumar, we couldn't have done this film at all, because this film we produced that in 2019, right? But the story was written in 2009. So imagine, it was a very forward thinking kind of an
For
idea
2009.
for 2009. But even then, there were nobody who could understand the whole concept and produce that film, because it is a mad film. It's a mad film, right? So that was that was the era I entered film industry in, and it was very difficult to convince somebody with a story and narrate them and tell them. And imagine who would come and act as Asghar, or do a film like this. So it was a difficult time when we entered in. That is a difference which we had in terms of convincing the producers and making a film.
Do you feel like there's a lot of difference when it comes to their dedication? It could be their work ethic. Has it been different because you've seen so many actors as a child, right? So has there been a lot of differences? Do you think there are a lot of tantrums being thrown now? Do you think it's any different?
It's not just actors, it's also the way the society is going towards, right? So it's back then there's always to be together, sit together. The stories I hear is like from Girjamma or Dodana uncle or Amrish uncle. All they used to talk like, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಗೊತ್ತೇನೋ, ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕುಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ತರಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. So all that thing, like, so slowly it started becoming from a social circle, it became very individualistic. Like, today your actor is sitting in his caravan, it doesn't come down till his shot has been called for. So he is sitting and he is isolated from the entire crowd. So an actress is sitting somewhere, she's isolated from the entire crowd. So there is no bonding or thing happening on set. So I think they're losing out in that way, and it's also happening in the society as well. Like, the whole idea of why people are not coming to theaters is because it was a social thing. Like, we all get together. ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ
It was
weekend?
a celebration.
It was celebration. Let's go. If we meet on the weekend also, what are we going? Let's go watch a movie, then have a drink. So that was the whole culture, right? Let's go first. Let's go out. So today everybody is watching movies in their iPads or your phones and everything. It's become very individualistic, right? So everybody getting isolated. The whole social circle is getting isolated. So film industry was never about data and statistics. It's all
Chasing
about
numbers.
yeah. It's all about heart and
Hmm.
emotions and depth.
So coming to what you said, that a lot of people, there's a reduction in the number of people who are going to theaters, like we did when we were kids. It was an event, like the weekend. What are you doing? We're catching a movie. What do you think has changed now? Why aren't people going to the theaters and watching movies? Because that's not happening with probably the other regional languages. We've seen probably a little reduction in the number of people going to theaters in Karnataka as compared to the other states. So
No. In Karnataka, everybody's going to theater. The majority of collection
is more here.
is more here for all
Okay.
languages. Because Karnataka has always been welcoming in terms of theatrical or language release happening. We have more than 9 languages releasing in Karnataka, including it's like we have Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi, English, Bengali, Gujarati, and many
We don't
more.
have Marathi, no? Do
We
we have?
have
We have
Marathi.
Marathi
We
as
have
well.
Marathi also. So this is the only place. Bangalore is the only place, especially Karnataka and Bangalore. I think it's the only place you have so many language releasing at simultaneously on a weekend.
But do you think that are we as Kannadigas or a Kannada audience patronizing our own films like Tamilians are doing to theirs or Telugites are doing to their Telugu movies? Do you think there's a discrepancy there with
See,
us supporting our own languages?
Kannada audience have always been intelligent audience. So they need good cinema, and it's not just now. It's the whole 2020 pandemic has made them make everyone open to what do you say? Open to all the languages. Like there is the OTT has opened up with a number of series and contents and everything. So now the demand is more, but before this OTT culture, the demand has always been there. Even your Maniratnam kind of a director wanted to experiment first in Kannada. He said, if you can convince the Kannada audience, then you can convince the world.
So many platforms, so many different things. Now that we have OTT, we have web shows, series that go on for 16 episodes, 20 episodes, 10 episodes. We have films on OTTs, but off late, the new rage has been 1 minute dramas that, has recently come out. And there are multiple apps. I think this was inspired by Korea, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Korea
Uh,
and China.
and China. So it's like a short format of entertainment, which is 60 seconds long, about 45 episodes each. What are your thoughts on ultra short format content? I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah, it's called micro series though.
Micro series.
So it's like a 60-second thing. So yeah, the attention span of a human is also reducing. I think you will be able to give me the exact
Statistics of that.
I mean, that has to do a lot with distraction.
So yeah, anyway, so the attention span is kind of reduced to very short number with humans right now. So yeah, whatever the format is, as filmmakers, we have to tell stories.
Yeah.
Longer or shorter, you'll have to figure out the way, but you will have to tell stories.
Would you ever make one?
I will.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does the whole idea of a micro series excite you as a director? Or does it take away the charm?
No, I don't know. I haven't tried it, but I would love to experiment that. As a director, it's very challenging. For me, it's about telling stories in different format. I have worked on documentaries. I've done ad films. I've done short films. I've done feature films. I've done television serials. So this is also a different
Which
format.
serial did you direct?
I produced one.
Oh,
It's called Keladi Channamma. It was
Okay.
on Asianet. So I produced that serial, and I've acted in a lot of serials.
yeah.
So I know that format. I've been there, and I used to do like episode director, and I've done couple of I've directed couple of serials. So the whole idea is like it's about you as a director. You have to tell stories, right?
Yeah.
So whatever the format is,
Yeah, but do you find like it's a very technical change for you to do vertical, to do 60 seconds? I mean, it's definitely going to be a different challenge, but isn't that taking you completely away from your comfort zone into something else altogether?
No, it'll be challenging. It's quite exciting for me. Every film is exciting. Every story is exciting. So every time we do something, it'll be like, like chalo, idin heg madadu. How do we put this together and how do we show this? How do we tell this story and all those things? So it just creates an excitement. Like every film we take, it'll be like a little child with a new toy.
Breaking news, Pannaga Bharana has decided that he's going to very soon come out with a micro series. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ದಿಶಾ ಮದನ್ ಅವರಿಲ್ಲ
And
ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
possible doctor roles.
ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಘ್ನಾ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶೀಘ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ we will be launching
Meghna
a
will be
micro.
that person coming out of the operation theater and say,
Devro.
Sorry.
How do you say?
ತುಂಬಾ late
ಉಳ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Okay, anyways, after all this chatter about your professional life, being a director, all of that, let's go to how I met you for the first time. So I met Panna at a certain event where I saw this man who was Panna surrounded by 20 women. And I looked at Disha like, who's he? Who's he? And then that's how my introduction to Panna happened. So, Panna, why are you always around women? I'm just kidding. So, Panna,
women love
someone,
That is true. I will vouch for that. Women
Yeah.
absolutely love Pannaga.
Panna, someone that I think I met and instantly we hit it off. It took us one conversation for me to feel so comfortable around you that I almost felt like I knew you for years. And I know you have like an inherent charm where you do that, but has this charm of yours caused trouble for you?
Initially, yes. Later on, also yes. It's just that I don't know. It's like I've grown up amongst very strong, independent women around me. My mom was a producer, and my sister, even my friends, everybody are like very strong, progressive women. So it's just that when you're born and brought up amongst them, you turn out to be a progressive man. So I've always, women. I have always felt that women are comfortable talking to me because I make them feel comfortable. I The first very factor is that you have to listen to them. Then you have to understand what are they trying to tell you and make them comfortable. I always do that, not just for women, also for men. I always comfort the other person so that they are they feel nice about them.
It's very true. But actually, you know what? In an industry like ours, right? Which I think this is in every industry, to be honest. I don't have to specify that it's our industry. But we are always in the public eye, and there is a lot that happens where women feel very unsafe. There is a lot of instances where women don't feel like they have been the safest and they want to walk out of that situation. But I've always noticed that with you, like I've hung out with you quite a lot of times, and whenever we hang out, there is not a single person in the room that feels unsafe with you. They're extremely safe with you. And as a director, as a producer, as somebody that has so much fame attached to the person that you are, you've always been that person that creates a safe space for women. It's very easy to not do that. It's actually harder to create a safe space for women.
So there are times whenever there is a problem, when they're shooting outdoor or we have gone to an event or something like that. Whenever there is, they feel unsafe. I've always made sure that I help them to come out of that situation and everything. So there's been n number of situations where I've gone and I've helped people, and after that I don't gossip about it. And there's so many things which I know of somebody's personal life, and it'll go with
To the
me to
grave
my
with you.
grave. So in that way I have and I don't judge people.
Yeah.
I don't judge them the moment I see them.
Mhm.
So that also, I always build my own perception about them. I talk to them, I figure out what I feel about them. You might be a super evil to someone, but you might be nice to me. But what I have built this relationship, I will try to take it that way.
Yeah, having said that, Panna is somebody that has a lot of friends because he's such a safe space and he's somebody that always is so giving and loving. And you have a lot of friends, a lot. Your inner circle also is like large. It's not a small inner circle, it's a large inner circle. And
And that has also put me into trouble a lot of times.
really, have people
Uh,
have other wives called you? And be like, hey, ninja to idana. Have you been that person too?
More than that, work wise, I've had a lot of jealousy. Saying, oh, ಅವನ ಜೊತೆನೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ, ಅವನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವನಿಗಿದ್ದು.
That's
And I've also had some professional problems as well. Project ಅವನು ಕೊಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಅವನಿದ್ದು, all those things have happened because of jealousy. But it's okay. I am what I am, and I don't
that has
regret it.
happened right in front of us
Yeah.
when we were all hanging out at the event, and there was this person that actually came up and was like, "Yen panna yavaglu hudgir nin sutluno odaಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ yen maga
Yeah,
anta."
I was just going to
So-
come to that. Like, as a society, we are wired, not us, but I think our elders are wired to think that if a guy is around too many women, he's a little
womanizer.
sleazy or he's a womanizer.
Yeah, they think
Our
I've slept with
generation-
all the women.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
geez.
our generation doesn't think that because we've grown up and we've been in co-education schools where it's very normal to have a boy as our friend, and we don't look at it in that way that they look at it. So I'm sure that that's caused some amount of trouble for you in terms of having a lot of.
Yeah, लड़का लड़की कभी दोस्त नहीं बन सकते.
Oh
Wow,
my
wow, wow.
god!
So yeah,
Mic drop.
so that is the mindset everybody has, right? So it's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, you can be friends. You can like how we are. Like
Yeah.
That-
I
the
mean,
whole
Disha
thing-
is married. She has quite a lot of friends who are men today, and Shashank knows about them. And everyone, there's nothing to be okay about it. I think all of us have, and it's very organic friendships. These are not anything that anyone needs to look at in a
so
particular way.
people who don't have the idea about that friendship, or people who haven't experienced that friendship, is the ones who think that way.
Yeah.
So when somebody is thinking that way or talking that way, I feel sorry for them that you are not experiencing what I'm experiencing. So probably someday
That
you
was
might.
so well put. So well put. Yeah.
But yeah, coming back to how you have a really large group of friends, just tell us about your friends and just the beautiful relationship that you have with them, because every time I see you, I always see you with a friend. And every time there's this beautiful musical night that Panna with Mayura host at Panna's house, where they do A.R. Rahman songs. It's like a karaoke night. It's so beautiful, and I actually see Panna's friends all flock together in his house and have such an amazing time. So tell us about your friendships.
Well, during my school days, my father was like, he was in his top of his this thing game. So that time he was giving back to back hits and a lot of films. And if you see all my father's films, it's very rural based, right? So he used to travel a lot. And all my father's film, my mother was a costume designer, or she is a production executive. So they have worked together from theater days. They have worked together. So like my growing days, I never had them at home. So my circle was built around my cousins and my friends. So as it was cousins initially, and slowly when I started growing, coming to my 8th standard, 9th standard, high school, and I started having my own friend circle and everything. So from then, it's always been friends. So I value them so much because they are family to me. And it's always been like my family function or their function, whatever it is, we all been as a family, and taken. So it's always I've seen a family. I've built my own family around me. That's my friend circle.
So someone that has been very close to you is Chiranjeevi Sarja. So what was your relationship with him like?
It was like any other. Like we were a bunch of about 6-7 boys, and we called ourselves as nocturnals.
What did the
So
nocturnals
sorry.
actually do?
This is a very funny story.
Yeah, story.
Why did you become the Nocturnals?
Well, we used to organize freshers party in college. college days. We used to organize freshers party. So the whole idea was like, one of our friends were not allowed to go to some freshers party. So we like, let's do our own freshers party. Let's organize and we'll do it. So we got DJ Ivan back then to play for the,
These are high profile parties.
Yeah,
yeah,
DJ Ivan.
They're
yeah,
not college level.
High
for
profile.
college, and
Yeah.
he was very nervous. He's like, I've never played for the kids, and I don't know what if they get drunk and do something and all those things. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry, we'll manage that and all those things. So we pulled it off, and we used to organize freshers party for all colleges. So usually, and we all brought them together. Then when we were like, we had to sell tickets for that. So when you have to sell tickets, we need to have a name. Like, what is a group name? So then we were like, we wanted to,
Sound cool.
and everything, and we were like go out in the night, nocturnals, like night animals and everything. But that time we were like huge, Shah Rukh Khan fan with Karan Johar's series of K's coming. So we had a K to nocturnals. So we are a nocturnals with the
with the
K.
Nocturnals.
Oh my god! I would have never guessed the Nocturnals with a K.
Wow.
So we stand out there also. You are nocturnals with K.
Yeah, this is
And-
such a 2000s thing, no? Even when Ekta Kapoor came out with like a bunch of
K serials.
Kyunki Sas Bhi
Yeah.
Kabhi Bahu Thi, everything
Kahani
K,
Ghar
K,
Ghar
K, 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 Kahani Ghar Ghar Ki. Now we have Nocturnals with a K.
Nocturnals
Like,
with a
now we'll come guru.
Only
We
thing
also
missing
do
in
K.
Panna's life is a Kardashian with a K.
She will also be a good friend.
Yeah.
She will be very comfortable around Panna.
Coming back to Chiranjeevi Sarja.
Yeah, so we were a bunch of friends from school. I mean, from school we have been there, and college alone Nashna Serkontro. Dance is where we all became friends. We all are good. We all are good dancers. So we used to go to Imran's dancing class. That's where we all became friends and very thick friends. So from there, it's always been together. Everything has been together. From their first girlfriends to first movie outings to first surprises, random things. We have done random things, very random things. Probably so many things that I won't be able to say it on the podcast though.
This is for later, our after party.
Yes. So yeah, we've seen it all and we have done it together. And that is the best memories we have had.
So with Chiru, there obviously as a director, him being an actor, also Meghna being an actress, did you guys ever plan on doing a film together?
Yes, we had planned a film and we had done a lot of prep work and meetings and producers and all those things. So that film had Chiru and Prajwal as leads, and Meghna was also a part of it. Meghna and I think Shruti Hariharan. It was like we had planned. I mean, all the discussions were happened in 2019. We wanted to go on floors, and we wanted to make a big commercial film. So always Chiru used to always tell me like commercial cinema ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ. So I was like commercial cinema ಕತೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನೇನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಒಂದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀಯ, ನೀನು ಮಾಡೋ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಏನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಜಗಳ. So we used to always fight about these films we do and all those things. So then we decided, okay, fine, we all will come together and do a commercial film and show how to do a commercial film anta. Commercial film which has action, drama, romance and also story in it anta. So we had written it and we had worked to putting it together also, and couple of meetings had happened, and at the same time we also had plans of producing a film together, start a production house so that we could do the films which we want to do and everything. So the last meeting was 1 week before he passed away. So we decided that we all will come together and do everything. And then the very next week, we got the news that he's no more. And it was quite shocking and thing, because we never expected somebody in our circle, and it never happened. The news ಕೇಳಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. At least ಇವಾಗ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ we have been hearing a lot of people, ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನೋ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇನೋ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ, and we have lost so many people in the industry as well. So we kind of prepared right now, but back then it was like it started from him. So it was a shocker for us, and yeah, it was, I don't know, now we have come in terms with life, but yeah, suddenly when you get to know that your friend you've been like chilling and having fun, and we didn't even plan 1 week ahead because we knew that we're going to go for longer time. And suddenly when it happens at 30s and you're like you don't have a friend, then it was very difficult to digest. But yeah, now we have decided to celebrate him. So every year and everything we celebrate and we are proud of, we dedicate it to him.
Oh.
So he's a
Lovely.
part of all our celebrations.
That's so sweet because I've actually
nice.
seen you receive awards with Chiru's face on your blazer, with something that belonged to Chiru on you. You really truly celebrate him in small ways, which is so beautiful to watch. Tell us about the little dream that you and Chiru had that is kind of true today, that you tried and you have done.
Yeah, it was a promise that I made to him, saying that we'll do a production house and we'll produce a film together, Anta. But yeah, unfortunately, after his demise, we were not able to take it further. But somewhere I felt that somewhere that dream has to be fulfilled. Tomorrow, when I sit somewhere and think about whatever I've done in life, I have to think about this and feel have a smile on my face and say I've done it, Anta. So that's why somewhere it was like troubling me. So so then I decided to produce a film. That's Tatsama Tadbhava. And I made sure that Meghna is a part of it because at that point of time, even she was going through a bad phase. So I wanted to bring her out of it. So that film was fight between my mind and my heart. So mind was saying, if you are producing, you're putting your money into it. Do a commercial film. Make sure that you get your numbers right, and so that you can make some money out of it. And heart was saying that if you're doing something, then you have to do this film and dedicate this to your friend and have his wife act in it and give her a comeback and all those things. So at the end of the day, you go with your heart. So I made this film, and today I'm very proud of that film. No matter whatever the commercials attached to it, today I can sit back and I say, okay, chalo, I've kept up the promise of a friend, even though he was not there.
Now, on a much lighter note from your career and your professional life, let's dive into your personal life.
Ooh.
How did you meet?
Woohoo!
So, I mean, Disha has met Nikita a lot of times. I've had the honor of meeting her just once. I've met Nikita and Ved just once, very briefly. And your wife is super pleasant. She was so easy to talk to, almost on the same lines as you. And your son is adorable. So, tell us how do you meet Nikita? What is that like?
Well, Nikki, I was supposed to do a film with her father, and her sister was a producer. She has produced a film, her sister. So the whole process was to make a film. The film did not happen. Nikki happened. So yeah, from then we have been together, and she's been very supportive of my thoughts and my way of uh, working, because working with a creative guy is not easy. It's very difficult because the kind of mood swings we have and the kind of ego we possess. We might not be doing anything, but in our mind we are doing so many things, and living and doing that and living in personally it's very difficult to live with someone who is from our industry, because we are very 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 fickle minded people and egocentric. Yes, we have to make films, right? So if we don't trust ourselves, if we don't trust that process, then who else will? Just imagine, you have to get up every day knowing you're going to do something great. At the same time, there's nothing happening in your life. So you don't have anything, you don't have a job. You have to create one. You have to create one. You have to write a story, you have to build this thing, then go pitch it to someone, and then you get that approved, and then you have a job. Otherwise you don't have a job. And imagine every day waking up and motivating yourself to do that job which you don't have and which you're not paid for. So it's very difficult.
Sounds, yeah.
And it is definitely not easy. It's not rosy as people think. Oh, film industry ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ. Today's generation is like, oh, ನಾಳೆ ಇವತ್ತು acting class go there, tomorrow morning I'll become an actor. I want to be Yash, I want to be Sudeep, I want to be Darshan. they also struggle to come and achieve what they have done, right? So imagine having this person at home 24 bar 7, and you are married to that person. It's not easy. It's not at all easy. And yes, and when we go present a film and doesn't somebody doesn't approve, and the heartbreaks we have, those are real. It's real. So it's very difficult, when you have a cinema happening at home, and this is a version of me nobody would have seen, of any creative guy nobody would have seen. So we are all rosy outside, but when it comes to home, that's where we put out everything. So it's not so easy to stay with a man like us. So yeah, I give all the credit to Nikki, and she stood like a rock solid, and taken everything.
What about Ved? What are his interests like? I've seen Ved come over to French biryani sets. He's been there wherever Panna shoots, but Ved's always there. He makes one special guest appearance. He's always behind the monitor. He's checking the shots, and Panna has this iconic one hand lifting, holding Ved's bum. It is so cute, that relationship that you share with Ved. Tell us, is he inclined towards what you do? Is he already showing interest?
He does theater,
Oh,
and
Oh, yeah?
yeah,
yeah.
So cute.
I actually see my father in him. So he's very specific, and he's very, he knows what he wants. He's just like my father. Like he says, and when he goes to theater also, ನನ್ನ ಲೈನ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಹಿಂಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ, all those things, and he's very specific about what his likes, what his dislikes, and everything. And I kind of like it about him. And sometimes I would like to include in everything I do. I would like to include him in everything I do. And yeah, ಸಿನಿಮಾಲು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. I don't know what is his interest, but yeah.
So
uh,
you're not one of those dads who's like, ಇವತ್ತು ಬರ್ಬೇಡ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದು ಅಂತ.
no, 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 no.
Not that dad.
When I had to put him to school, first ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೇನ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅವನ್ನ
So
ಅಂತ.
cute.
So that is very important for me, because I want him to grow culturally, and he has to experience all of it. I don't just not because I never got educated in the classroom with those books. So the learning I had was with life, with the experience I had, with the ones which are outside the classroom. So I want him to experience the same thing.
You know, we spoke so much about Panna being such a safe space for women, in general, just being a safe space for everyone. He is also, this is a lesser known fact, but he's a very safe space for also someone very popular on social media, which is Rakhi Sawant. Please tell us why Rakhi Sawant follows
Is-
you.
Yeah. Disha and me, our expressions were like,
Yeah.
we have a contact to meet Rakhi Sawant. We're going to use Panna to get there now.
I know, right? If Rakhi Sawant ever follows me, my life will be made. I am a fan. Tell us how that happened.
Well, I think there is a fan. There's another fan of Rakhi Sawant. That's Meghna Raj. So she's also a huge fan of Rakhi Sawant. She keeps sending the videos and everything, and she keeps like, oh, see, look at Rakhi anta. So when one of these award functions where we had gone, Meghna, I saw Rakhi, and I'm like, hey, Meg, Rakhi idalili anta. She's like, let's take a picture. And I had to actually take her and introduce her and take picture of them, but instead I went, and I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, because I could go and talk to her. I'm like, hi, how are you, what are you doing? And she was like suddenly shocked. She's like, who is this guy? I'm like, how are you doing? And like, nice, chalo, can I have a picture with you? Come, get up. I made a stand, I took a picture with her. I'm like, okay, fine, so I'll see you around and everything. I was very casual with her. So probably she might have thought, who is this guy? Let me go find him. And then one day I opened my Instagram, and I see she's already following me. So I was like,
That's so cute. That's a fun story. I love it. Whenever we're in Bombay next, we're taking Panna. So, we can have some brownie points on meeting Rakhi Sawant. Panna, as a director, as a producer, tell us what are the new projects you're working on.
well, there is one comedy film which I'm working on right now. It's a big scale comedy film. So I've been working on this for quite some time. As a director, I've taken a long break. Not a break, but yeah, it is again the whole idea of convincing a producer to idea of what you are thinking it's gonna be. It's very difficult, especially when you're looking at something which has not been done before. And thanks to Apu sir, he's like, let's do this film. And by the way, her casting was done by Apu sir, not me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because first film she had rejected. No, so the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
film
yeah.
I thought she will never do the film. So what's the point in asking her?
Yeah.
And
I didn't know this until recently, okay? So I'm still like little like, oh.
Still digesting this fact
Yeah,
that
yeah,
So
yeah,
when we
yeah.
were sitting and discussing, Danish was already on board, and we were like, who's going to be the female lead and everything. Then Apu sir was like, somewhere like, hey, this girl, man, this girl, Andro. I'm like, which girl, sir? And then he's like, you know what? There's this girl who's really famous, and you're doing TikTok then, right? TikTok, right?
Yeah.
She's really famous. She does this dub smash TikTok and all those things. She's really famous and everything. Then we were like, then I
You
got to
knew
know
who
that
he's talking
he's
about.
talking about Disha
Yeah.
and everything. But I was like, I just asked him, why, sir? And so he told me a story. I don't know if you know that
Oh
story.
no.
So he told me that I don't know which place, yellow Urg Hodaga, Apu sir was entering. There was some big mall over there, and he saw a huge crowd over there, something like in that mall. So when Apu is going to that mall, he saw the crowd, and he's like, "Achalo, there's some shooting happening. Some actor would have come." So he wanted to know who is that because he can say hi to them, and
Yeah.
So they called someone. He's like, "ಏನ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ? ಯಾವ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಸರ್ ಇದು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಇವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟಿಕ್ಟಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಯಾರು ದಿಶಾ ಮದನ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಸೊ ದ ಅಪ್ಪು ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಶಾ ಮದನ್ ದೆನ್ ಈ ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್
Checked out who
checked
she
out
is.
who Disha Madan
Oh
is
my
and
Are you
God.
serious?
yes
Like my hands are shaking right now. Oh my
so
god.
that was the time he came and he's like ಅದು ಹಂಗಾಗಿತ್ತು ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ we have to cast her ಅಂತ.
Wow. Wow. I had no idea, but honestly, Apu sir, we miss you. What else can I say? There's nothing else you can say to a man like that. He's always been somebody that has encouraged young talent, new talent, always wanted to put highlight on stories, new stories. That's the whole idea of PRK Productions, and they've just done such a great job in trying to give so many of us work, give so many of us spotlight
True.
to shine. And I think just as a human being, I've been so fortunate to have met him, worked under his banner. Thanks to Apu sir as well as Panna and Ashwini ma'am, who have like constantly treated me like family. So this is very, very, very special. I know which mall he's talking about also.
Is it
This was
Garuda?
no, this was in Mangalore. It was in Mangalore. There was a event that was happening, and honestly, even I didn't know there were going to be that many people. I didn't know that they were coming on. I had a Appu moment that day. I had an Appu sir moment.
We came and spoke to you.
No, no. I just had a moment because there were so many people looking at me, and I didn't know why. Like, what did I even do to have this kind of crowd gather for me? But yeah. Thank you so much, Panna, for being with us here today. Of course, we're not letting you go this early. We do have a fun game, and this game is going to have some really fun desserts that we're going to be munching on. Let's talk a little about that. Your new venture with Nikki, Bloom the Cafe, which is in Jayanagar. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you guys get into, coming up with the cafe?
It has always been Nikki's dream because she's always been baking. She's been a baker for so many years now. So she always wanted to open a pastry cafe and everything.
Patisserie.
Patisserie, yes.
You can thank me later.
Bandlo.
Yeah. So that again, it was basically she wanted to just have that patisserie and she wanted to have only desserts as a thing. She wanted to open a small thing and everything. But it eventually became like an idea of, because we got a bigger space. Then I told her, you can't just have patisserie, you have to bring in food over here. Then it became coffee and thing. We both are not coffee drinkers.
Oh.
So then we had to like consult people and get thing. It just started, overwhelming for her. But I am really, really, really proud of her, like how she's managed everything so far. And it's been about 6 months now, and she's doing a fab job. And of course, there are ups and downs with this kind of a setup. I thought filmmaking was
Hard, but FNB is harder.
FNB is harder. Man, it's
Yeah,
like
but-
in your face.
But
So-
Bloom has gone viral on social media because of that hippo, the capybara. It
Yeah.
has gone viral, and I think
ನನಗೆ
it's
ಪನ್ನಾಗ
awesome.
ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ
Capybara.
ಅದು ಶೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ
ಅಲ್ಲಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
But congratulations on that as
Yes,
well.
all credit goes to Nikita Priya Bharana.
Of course, credit goes to her, but also I'm not going to say there's no credit to you because I'm a Panna fan. There is so much credit to Panna for being such a supportive husband and someone that's so encouraging always. So let's get into the game and binge on some desserts. We have some wonderful desserts from Bloom. Thank you, Nikki, for sending them over.
They look
already
so good.
smell and
I've already
look
dug
so-
into mine.
Oh man, zero patience. But Panna, we're going to play a 5-second game with you. You have 5 seconds to answer whatever we ask you. And if you get it right, if you can get everything under 5 seconds, Meghna and I will very happily binge into this. If you get it wrong, I don't know, are you dieting?
No.
Oh, wonderful. Then you will also very happily binge into that. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. The game starts now. Tell us 3 things you do as soon as you wake up.
Check my phone, look at my son's picture, then go to the restroom.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
less than 5.
Wow, not bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Very gladly. We'll take a large bite on it. It's so good, right?
You're going to finish it today
It is
I will
so
definitely-
yummy.
with all these questions.
Even
Oh
mine's
my
really
God.
good. Next question, Panna. You ready?
Yes.
3 favorite actors in the world.
Monica Bellucci, Shah Rukh Khan.
Done.
Oh, Panna!
5
Wait.
seconds are up.
When,
5 seconds are up.
when did you even start the
We
timer?
started as
The
soon as
minute
your question ended.
is done.
As soon as
I
your
just said
question...
Monica Bellucci,
No,
Shah
you
Rukh
were
Khan.
like,
Tino,
Monica
Tino, Tino.
Bellucci.
Tino, Tino, Tino.
Time ಆಗೋಯ್ತು,
Monica,
Tino.
Monica, Monica,
That's
Monica.
because Monica had to come, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Monica
so
had to come a
That
little
first,
late. She
first
came.
3 seconds was her image in my
Yeah,
mind.
he got
Oh.
lost
And
in
then-
Monica Bellucci's eyes.
Wow.
before.
Eat. All right. Next question. Are you ready?
Hmm.
3 names you call your son.
Vedu. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎರಡೇ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ
3 ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ತಿನ್ನು.
ಎರಡೇ ಹೇಳದ್ ನಾನು.
ಬೇಬಿ, ಪಾಪು, ಪುಟ್ಟ, ಗುಂಡು
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಏನು
ವೇದು.
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀ ಕರಿತೀಯ, ನೀ ತಿನ್ನು ನೀನು.
ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ.
You have to eat now. There's
So
no choice.
you'll never say ಚಿನ್ನ, ಪುಟ್ಟ, no?
No, I don't. I say Vedu.
No. You
We
have...
all of us have to eat.
Wow. Okay. Next.
Wait, I'm eating.
Meghna.
Ready?
Don't let him eat. Tell fast.
Name 3 people that you loved working with.
Puneet Rajkumar, Vijay Raghavendra, and Meghna Raj.
She's
You
gonna
were
cry.
just like a second late.
She's gonna cry.
I will. Why you didn't take my name?
I didn't. I was like, I held on. I was like, what is the last film I did? Oh, Meghna Raj.
My God, you thought like taking my name was
No,
prohibited.
actually, I missed Prajwal. I missed you. And Ranga and Raghu.
Yeah, you actually missed some legendary people.
Yes. So, if you guys, I mean, if you're going to put this, if you guys are watching it,
Good way
it
to
was
say
just
it.
like on the gunpoint. I didn't know what to answer. So I was like,
But yeah, it's okay. 3 Kannada swear words that you use the most.
ball.
ಅವನೇ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ದ.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We don't even need to.
That was kinda good.
Actually, the most word I use is.
I like the self-filtration that's happening.
Reducing our work. Name 3 favorite hangout spots in Bangalore.
Bloom, IBH, and Pump House.
What a great friend he is. Marketed all his friends' places.
So surprised, such a surprising answer.
Wow, I had no idea you would say that.
Name 3 things you cannot live without.
Love, sex, and dhoka.
3 things that we'll find on you right now.
Watch, shirt, pant.
Yeah, my shirt.
Short pant. Creative answers ಕೊಡು ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ಸ್
You
ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ?
give me 5 seconds. Give me at least 15 seconds
I can't give
to
it.
think.
Spontaneous ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು.
3 women you're most closest to.
My mom, my wife, my sisters.
Wow. Okay. I don't. Uh-uh.
Panna, ready?
Mhm.
3 things that annoy you.
Nothing actually.
My God.
I'm a peace-loving person, so nothing annoys me. Like
Tinu.
you can't annoy me so easily.
Yeah, but honestly, we have absolutely loved having you on the show. These deserts are to die for. If you're ever around Janagar, guys, you have to check out Bloom. This is amazing. Panna, thank you so much for being on the show. You said yes at the drop of a hat. The second I sent Panna a message and I was like, we want to have you on the podcast, his reply was just simple. I would love to be anywhere with the two of you. That speaks a lot because this relationship that we have is extremely special to Meghna as well as me. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you had a good time.
I
Don't say
hope
no, I
you.
will kill you.
I hope you guys had a good time. So
Absolutely.
these conversations keep happening. So I don't know if the audience will have a good time watching this.
I'm sure they will. This was like how I say in so many of our episodes that this is just Meghna and me over a drink, or this is just Meghna and me chatting at home. Panna, before we let you go, thank you so much for coming. And we have a little gift for you.
Ta-da!
Yeah, I know you're going to Bali tonight. I hope you're going to have a little time to drop this off at home. Don't take it to the airport.
I really love this. Oh,
Thank you so much for coming. There are just a few things that we thought you would love. And yeah, it was very, very great to have you on our show. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.